made you see a dark side of the world, and you became very, very protective. And didn't you also say that your relationship with your mother was certainly not loving and certainly not close and certainly not something that you would want to have here?
Right.
So is it possible you're overkilling to make sure you don't have that relationship?
Could be.
And isn't it also true that when your husband left, abandoned the two of you,
Right.
that then again you cling on at that point because your other relationships have not worked well. You've experienced a lot of pain and trauma from that first circumstance that's made you fearful and insecure about abandonment and making absolute sure that you don't have the kind of relationship that you had with your mom. You could give me all those examples, but you spent some significant periods of your life in what could best be described as rebellious.
Yes.
True?
True.
And would you say that emotionally you have a really short fuse?
Yes.
Like you're like real happy and you can go from 0 to I will scratch your eyes out in 1.1 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, I
Is
can.
that right?
Okay.
She does.
All right.
I think
So
I
you're
did it
liking this
I
now,
think I
right?
did it
I'm
honestly,
liking
though.
this part.
Yeah, you're liking this part. All right. And you weren't the only one that was abandoned by husband and father.
Right.
And you ain't over that yet, are you?
I don't think so. Well, I think I finally am.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, you've been on a bit of a roller coaster about this, and you really resist people getting close and controlling because there's a trust issue there. I mean, you've just seen this doesn't always turn out happy.
Oh, I know.
Doesn't always turn out right. And you've made concerted efforts to try to heal that relationship to no avail.
Yes, I told him exactly how I felt. He sat there and said nothing and then left.
Yeah. And here's my point. Everybody brings baggage into a relationship. And I think what the two of you are doing is I think you have anxieties and stresses that have nothing to do with Dana, but you express them because she's your significant other in your life right now. She's handy. She's a good place to express those. I think you have frustrations in your life as well, and this is an authority figure. This is somebody to rebel against and push back on, and I think you kind of have a need to do that some. And I think things often start for one reason and continue for another. And I think both of y'all need to take a look at how you're feeling inside, because I don't think it has much to do with the way you relate with one another. I think your attempts to control her really don't have anything to do with whether she's a good mother and a full, free-thinking adult. It has to do with your need to hang on, because when you don't, things seem to get away from you. And I think you really push back, because I think your relationship with authorities just ain't good. I mean, just like you can do a lot of things, but telling me what to do ain't one of them.
That's right. I don't like to be
pretty
told
much,
what to
that's
do.
just not the way to deal with you, right?
Right.
If somebody comes going to take your inventory and start telling you what to do, they can just go
away.
butt a stump, because that's about how much you're going to respond,
Yes.
right?
Talk to me, but don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't take very much for you to shift things into this is telling me what to do category either, does
That's
it?
No, it
True.
doesn't.
Yeah, I understand. So what I'm
Yes.
saying is I think this has to do with you and your baggage, and you and your baggage, you're just beating each other up with it. And so I want you to really think about that, because I think there are some things that you can do to resolve those issues, and I'm willing to help y'all do that. Not as a couple, not as a mom and a daughter, because I don't really think there's any problem between the two of you. I think you just both are bringing contaminants to the relationship that are causing friction. And I think if you would get some resolution on your side with your personal issues, and you some resolution on your side with your personal issues, I think y'all would turn to each other and say, oh, I'm so glad we're back.
Yes, I agree.
So I don't want to put you in like couples therapy or mom-daughter therapy. What I want to do is have you resolve some things individually and then see if that changes how you relate. Would you willing to do that?
Oh, yes.
You willing to do that?